No, not to that extent. Just footing, guys being a little bit slower and then, the pass rush, dealing with that while trying to, go through reads and stuff was difficult. But, I think sort of helped out the run game, and we were able to get some real good runs in. But just footing in general, and then, late in the game, felt like the snow started to melt a little bit, so the ball just became a little bit more slick. And
I
yeah.
know you guys didn't throw a lot, but what's your perspective on, the first pass goes to George, and then he doesn't have any other catches the rest of the game, and then just how the defense is moving. How do you explain that?
No, I thought we had some good plays drawn up. It's just tough with the conditions. We're running the ball so well, and then when we did have the opportunities to throw balls, like the reads just didn't get me to George and within the play. So it's just sort of how it went. But obviously we'd love to get George the ball as many times as we can, and it sucks that we didn't. So.
You mentioned some of the success you had with the run. Christian looked like himself, or closer to himself tonight just in the beginning. He gets an 18-yard run, almost for a touchdown, and then he's hurt. What kind of hit was that to take as a team, just in terms of morale?
Yeah, obviously we all saw what he was doing, and he was on fire, man. He looked great, hitting the holes hard and bouncing off guys and making some really explosive plays, and that's huge. And so obviously when you lose a guy like Christian, it sucks. And so hopefully we can get him back soon. And but I thought JP and Isaac came in and did a good job too. So, but yeah, it sucks. He's one of the best running backs in the league. And when you lose him like that, I think it takes away just sort of how we do some things within the offense. But it sucks. Can you say it again? No, arm felt good. Obviously it was cold and stuff, so if any other game that I played in my career and it was cold out, I'd have to do a little bit more warming out to games and being the enforcers and the dominators. So to have 2 games like this back to back late in the season, it sucks. But for us, man, it's got to be next game up, and we can't be down in the dumps, man, because we still have an opportunity in front of us. So.
How expected you guys to be 5-7 at this point? How do you sort of wrap your head around how you got yourself in this position?
Yeah, it sucks. All the games that we've been in outside the last 2, every drive matters. Every time you touch the ball matters, and finishing close games matters. And so now here we are, 5-7. That's just the reality of it. That's the NFL. But we got to man up and do something about it. And we have the right guys in the locker room to do that. I know that. I have faith in that. And it starts with myself too. Like I gotta do my job better. So everybody just has to be accountable for it. And we got to come together at this time of the year and make it happen.
Kyle on Monday was asked about sort of the state of the division and where you guys stand, and said it feels like every game is must win now, it's the position you were in. And now after losing again, Seattle obviously won today. How do you view these next 5 games? Where's the urgency? Where's the state of as you look ahead and try to make it work?
For sure. Every game's got to be must win for us. We don't have any room clearly if we want to make the playoffs and get ahead and do the thing that we've set out to do before the season, man. Every win's got to be a must win, and so that's plain as day, and we all know that. So, like I said, we all just got to be accountable and grow from it. And we don't have a lot of room for error right now. We got to go. So.
Last one. How odd does it feel not having Trent Williams, not having Nick Bosa, no DA, Caffrey? What is it like on the field in the locker room?
Obviously those are some guys that have a lot of credibility with their careers and stuff and what they've done and are the best of the best. And so when you don't have those guys around, just, their presence and stuff, you can feel that it's not there. And so, yeah, it stinks. But at the same time, like, we do have guys, it's the NFL, that can step in and do their job and do it well. And so, like I said, man, we gotta grow up here. We got to grow together. And even though we don't have those kind of guys, man, we can still get it done. And I believe it. So, thanks, guys.
All right, so you hear Brock Purdy there kind of describing what happened in the game and, why he played so bad and the 49ers overall played so bad. And you could just see they're a Bay Area team, right? They're a West Coast team. They don't deal with conditions like this. And you can see the Buffalo Bills, they really thrive in situations in games like this, with this, snow pouring the entire game. Like, they just absolutely routed the Niners, destroyed them. And, I want to know, after seeing this game and just seeing how Brock really has trouble dealing with the elements in games like this, do you think he should get a market resetting contract like $60 million a year or $65 million a year. I don't know if the Niners are willing to offer Brock Purdy that amount of money, but John Lynch in a recent interview did say Brock is our guy. So, I mean, to me, I think just like the Cowboys and Jerry Jones feel like Dak Prescott is their guy, they handed out the market resetting contract. So do you think Brock Purdy deserves that? I mean, for me, if Brock Purdy wants to continue to be successful in this league and play well and put up good stats and have a chance to win, I don't think he should go after that, market resetting contract. I think he should take a team-friendly deal, try to leave some money to keep some superstars around him, because if he goes out and gets this $60 million or $60 million plus, whatever it's going to be, let's just say the Niners are willing to offer Brock this amount of money, his stats are going to suffer. His chance at winning is definitely going to suffer. I mean, we've seen it, right? Look at the Jaguars right now with T-Law. They hand out that $55 million a year. I mean, he's not even playing now. He got a concussion last game, but the Jags are 2-10, absolute trash. The Dolphins, same situation there, kind of. Tua went out with the concussion, missed several games. They lost a bunch of games. They're sitting at 5-7 right now, so they're garbage. The Cowboys are trash this year. Dak Prescott also dealing with injuries. So, I mean, it just seems like lately a lot of these quarterbacks get these massive contracts, and then they can't keep a lot of the good players around these quarterbacks, and then the team just suffers, and they fall off the map, like, as soon as these quarterbacks get paid. The Eagles, giving Jalen Hurts the fat contract, they didn't have the same kind of collapse, but, they collapsed in the playoffs, right? They started off really hot. I don't know if they were like 10-1 or whatever last year, but they were winning all these close games, and then they absolutely collapsed second half of the season. Now they were able to make some moves in the offseason, get Saquon Barkley and kind of bounce back, and now they're one of the best teams in the NFC. But, man, this is just all too common that these teams hand out these massive contracts, and then the teams just are terrible. So let me know what you think about it. Does Brock Purdy deserve a market resetting contract? Something maybe north of $60 million a year? Or do you think he deserves something like what T-Law got, maybe $55 million a year? Or do you think Brock deserves, less money than that? Let me know what you think about it in the comments. I appreciate you for taking the time to watch this, and I will talk to you soon.